Space Engineer Cody, Space Engineer Cody, come in.
Yes, Space Captain Justin?
Space Engineer Cody, did we just fall out of hyperspace?
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that.
Well, what's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing, it's nothing. I'll have our two-dimensional space engines running in like 45 minutes.
Well, okay, if it's gonna take 45 minutes, I guess. Hey, that star looks awfully close. Space Engineer Cody, how are the shields holding up?
Oh, they're fine! Nothing to worry about.
If you say so. I just prefer problems that I can shoot space torpedoes at.
I'm gonna get the space wrench out and fix these space engines in no time flat.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm just gonna read the space newspaper.
Okay, if you get cold, you can just turn on the space heater. Damage report! A solar flare hit us! Shields are down to 60%!
Oh no!
Damage report! An asteroid hit us in the stern! Engines down to 20%!
What are we gonna do?
Damage report! An intergalactic drug smuggling ring is requiring that we be their mules! Life support down to 40%! Damage report! A godlike alien species is threatening to destroy our entire race if we don't buy sufficient quantities of their soap-like product for their pyramid scheme!
I don't want to approach my friends about buying into that.
Damage report! A fleet of cyborg robot androids have just hailed us, and according to them, it's probing time!
Oh, I don't want to be a sore loser.
Damage report! An alien princess demands to see our captain in order to seduce him.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
She looks like Nancy Pelosi!
I'm not here, I'm not here!
Damage report! Due to a rift in the space-time continuum, we can read advanced reviews for the next Game of Thrones book, and apparently it's awful!
No!
Damage report! The dreaded beard monsters of SETI Alpha 5 are threatening to kill everyone who can't grow decent facial hair!
I'm so screwed!
Damage report! Mirror universe versions of ourselves have just launched a super weapon that is going to destroy the galaxy's nacho supply!
No!
Damage report! Justin Bieber is performing in the mess hall! Life support down to 5%!
That's it, Space Engineer Cody, get up here right now, we gotta get out of here!
I'm here, but there's just one problem!
Well, what is it?
Because of budget cutbacks, the Earth-Star Alliance has only given us one escape pod!
Well, I'm the captain, so I think I should just,
Well, I'm the engineer, so maybe I should. Damage Report from Break from Reality Games is a game about time. How to use your time, how to spend your time, and how much time you've got. Now, in the game, 2 to 6 players are going to take on the role of the spaceship's crew. Will you be the military officer, the nurse, the professor, or any one of the other familiar archetypes from Gilligan's Island? The first thing you'll do is pick one of several scenarios from the rulebook. Now, each scenario is going to instruct you to build your own spaceship. This is the Pulsar, which has just meandered into hostile alien space. Now, not surprisingly, these aliens don't care for unexpected guests, and they've opened fire, crippling your ship. Your systems are damaged, your engines have failed, your weapons are offline. You've got to fix them fast. 45 minutes fast, to be exact. In this scenario, you win if you can repair your hyperdrive up to 100% or fire on the alien ship 4 times. Sounds easy enough? Maybe? Why am I asking you? Okay. Let me explain a bit further. Each of these tiles represents either a corridor, a resource bin, or a system module like engines, shields, life support, or lasers. You'll notice that each of these systems has an indicator next to it from 0 to 100%. Now, your characters will start somewhere in the ship when the crap hits the fan, and they'll be able to do one of several actions. You can relay, grab, move, and drop items necessary in order to move items about the ship you'll need so that you can fix systems. You can inspect damaged systems, drawing cards that let you know just how to fix them. You can repair systems by moving items from your inventory onto the repair card. And sometimes you can take special actions, depending upon your character, the module, or the scenario. Wow, that's a whopping lot of actions, you say sarcastically. But remember, this clock, the clock inside Demas, is always running. Not only that, but just like when you crew a real-life spaceship, people don't take turns, you all move at the same time. Each player has a player card with slots for their inventory, but you'll also get this dial with black, red, yellow, and green sections. You'll also get one of these, a sand timer. But wait a second, Cody, why do we need a sand timer? We've already got this electronic timer. You've got some nerve talking to me like that. These sand timers are for your individual characters. You take an action only when the sand is completely run out, then flip it over again. You only take actions, however, when the timer is on the green section. If ever your life support system takes too much damage, you flip your sand timer onto the next highest section. So instead of actions only taking 15 seconds, they'll take 30 seconds, 45, or even 60, depending upon the level of damage to life support. But you're a big, strong space cadet. You can handle moving some tools or some energy about the ship. No big deal! You have got some attitude problem. It's not that easy, because every 3 minutes, things are going to get worse. Like the spine-shivering roar of a TIE fighter, every 3 minutes, this timer will beep. Now when that happens, you yell damage report and draw a card from the damage report deck. What? Did you think your ship was out there in La La Land with candy cane wishes and popcorn dreams? You're under attack! Or a star's about to fry you. Or a superflu is spreading about the ship. It really depends on the scenario. And that is essentially it. You're trying to fix the ship before the timer runs out. It's not that easy. Damage Report presents quite a challenge. You'll learn to hate the sound of that beeper because every time it goes off, more than likely, it will negate a lot of the progress you've been making. You finally get the life support back up to in the yellow, you pull a damage report card, boom, it's back in the black. Engines are at 80%, you pull a damage report card, boom, suddenly they're down to 50%. Oh, and guess what? The shields, they're failing too. Damage Report brings tension to the tabletop like few games I have ever seen. In a lot of ways, it's like Vlado Shabatov's Space Alert, which is another real-time space game in which a crew of spaceship tries to solve problems. But in that game, Space Alert, you have to go back then and make sure you did everything correctly, and it's great. But here in Damage Report, you just have the 45 minutes. You and your friends have to use that time as best you can, and you'll know by the end whether you have succeeded or burned in the fires of space. This is not a game where you'll spend the whole time with your nose in the rule book. Instead, you just play it. You immerse yourself in it. You live it. There's a real role-playing aspect of this game that's really, really cool. And like a lot of great games out there, this is a game that tells great stories. Damage Report embraces the fullness of what it means to play a cooperative game. You and your friends will try to strategize, but the timer won't let you do that. So instead, you'll improvise and work together as best you can. Now, a lot of the times it won't be enough, but those times it does work, it is magic. I like Space Alert. I may just love Damage Report. And what's more, I think... Oh. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Space Engineer Cody. This is Space President Shawn on the space phone. Just up in space on my space chair with my space skull, and I was wondering, where's my spacing spaceship? And where's Space Captain Justin? I mean, what the space, man?
Mr. Space President, we took too much space damage. And Space Captain Justin, he insisted that I take the last escape pod.
You do know that the space escape pods are big enough for 2 space people, correct? Anywho, I don't have a lot of time. I'm undergoing space impeachment. Yeah. Yeah, you know, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sing a song like Abraham Lincoln did during the Battle of Space Gettysburg.
I don't think that President Lincoln sang...
Our ship is helpless out in space. Life support is failing. It's time we race. Our hyperdrive is going out. Soon we'll be frozen corpses of this, there's no doubt. Damage report, damage report. What the hell is going on? Damage
Damage Report is a great game, so our recommendation is buy it.
I, Space President Shawn, do hereby sign this resignation not as an admittance of guilt, but to reunite space and make it more bipartisan. I will take questions.
Yeah, what did you think about that spaceship that exploded?
If there is no comment, I will not comment on the space explosion or the space orphanage killing 5,000 space orphans. No comment.
But you ordered the execution of the surviving space orphans.
Well, I figured it was fair. Several of the orphans did die, and I figured if they all didn't die, you would say that was unfair.
Do you think that your orphan execution policies are partly to blame for your space impeachment?
I inherited my orphan execution policy from my predecessor, and I will not back down from a policy that has worked for at least 3 or 4 months.
Have you personally killed a space orphan?
I have never inhaled any space orphans or their ashes.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I've been dying. Once a year I wind up in the band. God knows that I love to fight, but I don't ever win. It's a fine line.
Hello, Space Engineer Cody. Yeah, this is Space Engineer Shut up, Cody. Up here in space, sitting on my space chair, wondering where my space and spaceship is. And where the crap is Space Justin Cody? Space Captain Justin.